Director Emiliano Rodriguez Nush, and also the Deputy Executive Director of CDEMA, Andrea Grovsner. Good morning to the both of you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Brew.
Good
Good
morning, Celine.
morning. Good morning. A pleasure to join you.
I wanted to start with Ms. Grovsner. I like the idea of a social media campaign because I'm already worrying so early in the hurricane season. How are we going to get people engaged, especially people who are not accustomed preparing for natural disasters? So we're kind of a little spoiled in Trinidad and Tobago to know what to do and to always be vigilant, especially since this year is supposed to be very active. So what made you all come up with this TikTok or social media campaign?
Well, thanks very much for the question. We recognize that there are a number of persons who are very much engaged in social media. There are persons who, learn a lot from social media as well. And we were happy to partner with the World Bank through funding from the European Union and certainly advance through the company Pacifico. Emiliano is certainly he can tell you a little bit about that as well. But the whole idea was to have a campaign that will catch the attention of the public. It's called a Disaster Fighters Campaign. And around the whole idea that we are one team. And as we bring together the whole idea of cricket, because cricket brings the Caribbean together, as well as music, that we can come together to fight also a common experience that we have, which is the impact of a number of hazards which can create disasters, whether it's a hurricane, a volcano, an earthquake, and together we can fight it. And using social media, therefore, is an opportunity to get people engaged, to get their feedback, and also an opportunity for them to join the team because we are one team working together to fight against the impact of hazards which can create disasters.
And I wanted to bring Emiliano into the conversation because you all have a TikTok campaign. I'm seeing DJ Bravo, Trinidad and Tobago, Darren Sammy, because of course cricket brings the region together. So of course we have all these cricketers. But also I'm seeing Mr. Killer from Grenada and Ricky T from St. Lucia as part of the campaign. Talk to me about what this campaign is. What am I looking for? What are the hashtags that I'm following? And what are the key things that I need to be paying attention to in these campaigns?
Well, the challenge that we had when created this campaign was to engage communities from all over the Caribbean. And we selected those relevant figures, both coming from the music world and also from the cricket world, as ambassadors to represent each island, each country. And it was a truly participatory process. We engaged many of them, not only to participate on the video, but initially to create the song. So it was a participatory creative process. We created a song. They came up with the lyrics, and those lyrics are important preparedness messages for hurricane season. And we also shot that video with a cell phone style format, with a vertical format, with a TikTok style format, so that they could send their videos singing the song from their different countries. So we edited all together. And we realized that we had so many interesting video snags that we could also publish individually. And that's how we came with the idea of making a TikTok campaign, which is where people are, not only in TikTok, also in Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, but mainly on TikTok. The attention of people are there. This is where people get appealing content, get entertained. And we thought we could bring our song and our message there and also engage in video so people can interact with, dance and sing and connect with risk and with hurricanes, also in an entertaining way, in an appealing way, in a positive way, so that we can all get together, like Andrea said, as a team and have a conversation about hurricanes before they come. So we thought that it was an interesting mix, and we were lucky to have the support from those figures that are contributed with the song, with the video, with their message, endorsing the tweets, endorsing the post, even dancing and singing. So it's like really, we're enjoying the process and we're halfway through. The adventure continues.
So, of course, we do have examples of some of those videos that you're talking about. I just wondered, it's a bit of a challenge to create a cute social media campaign for something as important, but not necessarily as fun as disaster planning. How did you all embrace the challenge?
Oh, thank you so much. It was a very interesting challenge. So we were very clear that we wanted it to be factual. So we ensured that we did the due diligence, ensured that we crossed all the T's and dot all the I's in terms of ensuring that the research was appropriate, that it was specific to the region, etc. Even the data, the messages, we ensured that all the messages, and Emiliano will tell you, we went through several conversations on what was the specific message and the appropriate message to send in each of the sounds. Even the design of the disaster fighters shirt, and this is a pelican from the Caribbean, and having the cricket bat, even the design, the color, there was quite a bit of research that went into ensuring that we had the facts. But we also want to note that, as Emiliano said, many of the artists who were involved in this campaign, they are from the Caribbean, they understand the region, they have had their own experiences as well. And so they were able to bring those experiences and that flavor into the actual production also of the sound. And that really created for a very rich and very meaningful experience as well.
Yeah, because you have
This
people.
meeting is being recorded.
That was an addition to the interview I did not expect, because I was going to say that you have representation from Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis. So that from those different islands, they have different experiences with natural disasters and different natural disasters as well. I wanted to take a time to take a quick pause and see if maybe we can maybe see a few of those videos, because, you know, to talk about these things in abstraction and not get to see it is a little difficult, and then we'll come back and just discuss them a little more. So let's take a look at some of the videos.
Flashlights, check. Food and water, check. You trim the trees, check. Check on the elderly.
Check your neighbor and your friend them. Wear your mask to protect them. Check the news to inform them. Or else you might end up in a problem.
When the hazard's coming, we should tell each other. This is the time for us to prepare together. Look out for your neighbor, make sure the children safe. And with this team training lives, we going to save.
We may think we are strong, but nature's even stronger. Let's protect what we love.
Gather your water, city safe is shelter. Check up on the latest news.
I think that was very, very catchy. I think like I want a t-shirt now. So I'm definitely going to be looking at that TikTok campaign, though I saw some moves that Lord knows I cannot do.
You know what's very interesting about that last video that you played? We actually produced that for Tropical Storm Elsa. As you can see, they have the flags for Jamaica and Haiti. And so we did that short version, Emiliano and his company, that we can send it out, that it can help with the whole preparations in those countries. So that was really very exciting, that we can be responsive in that way to help the countries to get the message out for preparation in each of those states.
Now, I wondered, I want to pivot really, really slightly. Since you mentioned Haiti, CDEMA is the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency. What sort of response does CDEMA have in the current situation following the assassination of President Jovenel Moise?
I will say that certainly CDEMA do express the condolences to the government and people of Haiti on the loss of their president. We recognize that we as CDEMA, we are a CARICOM institution. The Caribbean community, they have issued a statement as it relates to support for Haiti, and have offered the support of the community in the transition and in addressing the safe return to power and to governance there. So as a CARICOM institution, we stand with the community in the guidance that is provided. Specifically for this event, we are not the lead agency, but we certainly continue to provide support to the Disaster Management Office, which is civil protection in Haiti, in terms of advancing the disaster management program. But our prayers continue to be with the people of Haiti, and we stand with the Caribbean community as they reach out to provide the support.
Yeah, of course, because your primary work is monitoring and data gathering and all of that. And I really thank you for that response. But back to the Disaster Warriors and Disaster Fighters campaign that you'll have. It's really, really fun and engaging. And I loved actually seeing the videos because, I feel you'll have fulfilled the mandate of making disaster management entertaining. Like, I actually want to hear the full song because it's that catchy. What is the second phase of this particular program, and how do you all actually want people to engage with the campaign?
Absolutely. The first phase that which we launched on May the 31st, when the hurricane season started, was about music and video and triggering the conversation. And more than 1 million people already interacted with it, 1.3 million, and that's growing every day. Then we triggered and we launched the TikTok videos, and many more people interacted with it. And now we're about to launch the second phase, in which we're exploring the use of a new technology, blockchain and NFT, to allow for a quicker and more transparent mechanism for people to make donations when disaster hits. So we are creating a collectionable set of cards, beautiful cards that represent each island, represents each country, and in particular the preparedness and response efforts that the community getting together to respond to disasters. So people will be able to acquire those cards, and when they acquire them, they will be making a donation to support preparedness and response efforts there, and also feel part of the community that supports each island. And of course, there's a narrative behind, and there's a new technology that the World Bank is also exploring to create a quicker and faster and transparent mechanism for donations. And we will be launching that, collaborating that with artists from the region and from other regions of the world. So expect that we will be doing that in the next 10 days, and we'll keep you posted about this launch of second phase, in which we expect to engage another 1 million people.
Oh, no, that would be lovely. And yes, feel free to reach out to us if you all need to come back on the show to discuss that, because, disaster management is a very real concern in the region. We're experiencing it as you speak. So, we are very happy to have you all on the program just to remind us of what we ought to be doing in the hurricane season, and let us know what are some of the cuter reminders, the TikTok, social media programs. I want to thank Emiliano Rodriguez-Nush, the creative director of this project, and Andrea Grosvenor, who's the deputy executive director of CDEMA, for joining us this morning to let us know about your very important disaster fighter program.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
It was a pleasure being here.
All right, so we're going to take a very quick break, but when we come back, we always say that it'll be nice to have soca as a category in the Grammys. It might be a little more achievable than you think. We're going to explore that when we come after this break.
Flashlights, check. Food and water, check. Your trendy trees, check. Check on the elderly.
Check your neighbor and your friend them. Wear your mask to protect them. Check the news to inform them, or else you might end up in a problem.
When the hazard's coming, we should tell each other. This is the time for us to prepare together. Look out for your neighbor, make sure the children safe. And with this team training lives, we going to save.